Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Grant Broggi from the Strength Co, and today I want to cover part 2 in our series of fasting, and more importantly, the extended fast. And can you lift during it? If you find the video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. To much of your surprise, we recently released a video on intermittent fasting, its benefits, who should do it, and my overall thoughts. And in summary, I think intermittent fasting is basically a way to cut calories, which you may need to do, I don't know, but it could be a useful tool for you. Fasting to me is actually going literally days without food, and that is an entirely different thing. I just finished up almost a 4-day fast. I ate on Monday night, and then I did not eat again until Friday morning. So I did not eat for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all in a row. Most people calculate fasts by hours, but for some of the reasons that I laid out in the intermittent fasting video, I like to go by days if you're talking about an extended fast. The reason is, one of the biggest benefits I find from extended fasting is the mental discipline of teaching yourself that you don't need as much food as you think. And I think that in order to experience that, you need to wake up and go to bed and have not eaten all day. Because otherwise, you're just skipping breakfast and maybe you skipped lunch. Don't tell me about your fast from 5 p.m. one day to 5 p.m. the other day if you want me to think that you actually did a extended fast. No, you just skipped a couple meals. That's not that difficult, and you should be able to do that if you need to. In an extended fast, we're going after something else. We're gonna do a couple things, but the first thing we're gonna do is just kind of break the brain control of I need food all the time. And when you do an extended fast, you realize, 1, how much money you spend on food, 2, how much time you spend on food, and 3, how a lot of your food is actually just habits. And that's it, habits. I gotta leave it at that. You come home at 6, 7 p.m. after work and you eat just because that's what you do at 6 or 7 p.m. Not thinking about, do I actually need to eat? Now, I don't want you to think I'm a psychopath. I mean, actually, you can think I'm a psychopath. I don't really care. But I think it's good for people to kind of break that initial relationship with food, because it'll be useful in other scenarios. They'll be able to do other things without having to have a meal. So the first, and in my opinion, the probably most beneficial part of an extended fast is the mental discipline of kind of breaking the need for food. There are some other really good things that happen. The longer you fast, your body starts to do different things. At first, your brain tells your body, I'm starving, this is the worst thing. And then you wake up on day 2 and you go, oh, I'm actually kind of okay. And then your brain starts playing tricks on you again, but your body starts to do things. It starts to preserve itself and regenerates things, starts to regenerate cells. Your liver starts to repair. All of these things that are in constant demand to process and, cycle through all the stuff you're eating or drinking gets turned off, and your body gets to repair and heal itself. Growth hormone increases. You go into ketosis. You start burning more fat. There's a lot of benefits from an extended fast. But I know what you want to know. Can I lift while fasting? There's no way that's true, because I've heard from everyone on the internet that I need carbs and I need protein, and how on earth could I fast and lift? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's possible, but a couple clarifications first. Again, like a lot of my videos on these types of topics, if you're a novice, if you're a newbie, if you're weak, if you're undertrained, turn this video off. Go watch my video, Why to Do Starting Strength. There's no reason for you to be fasting. You need to get strong. But if you've gotten strong, you need to lose weight, or you want to improve mental clarity, or you want to challenge yourself a little bit and see what you're capable of, I think fasting is a really, really good tool. I've written an article on it that you can find on the website that kind of lays out how I think you should start fasting. But in terms of, can I lift on a fast? The answer is yes. Here's the principles that I follow. You need to figure out the days that you're going to lift during a fast. So I usually lift on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But with an upcoming fast from Monday to Friday, I changed my week to lift Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Why? Well, basically Monday now becomes just a regular lift. So I can probably do a bunch of volume or whatever I need to do without being too worried, because I ate today and I ate yesterday and all the days leading up to it. So Monday, I just kind of train as normal. For me, that's a squat day. I did reduce the volume a little bit. Instead of 5 sets of 5, I did 3 sets of 5. But overall, I trained hard and I trained heavy. Now, I did feel it that night. I'm used to eating dinner at a minimum. I got home, and because I trained, I wanted some food. Again, this gets the mental discipline going. That also makes Tuesday a little bit harder because I have no food and my body is trying to repair itself, but because of the training, there's some fat burning going on and some things happening. Wednesday comes around, and actually what would be now, 3, the second full day that you're not eating, the lifting can start to feel pretty good. So on my heavy day, during the middle of my fast, my rule is high intensity, low volume. So I'm not gonna do near as many reps as I might do in a session, but I am gonna do it really heavy. So for example, let's say your program called for, 400 for 3 sets of 5 reps on that particular Wednesday. I would say, hey, do 400 for 1 rep 3 times. Cut the volume down, but keep that intensity high. So you still get some stimulus, and the stimulus is a little bit greater because you are underfed and your body's gonna be drawing on other things. So volume comes down, intensity goes up. At this point, you'll also learn another very big benefit from fasting that hey, I don't need to have had a whole bunch of food in order to do something hard. So lift heavy anyway, and you'll realize wow, I've probably been thinking about this all wrong. Now the next day, yeah, it stinks. I don't care how you cut it. Thursday, it's miserable. You wake up, some people say they're, in autophagy and their brain's very clear and everything feels great. For me, at that point, I just want to eat. I think that's because I train and most people don't, but it's doable, and again, it's another discipline. So then you have to refeed. So how do you break this fast? I haven't eaten since Monday. I've trained 3 times since then, 2 times. I have to train tomorrow. How do I break this fast? Here's my tips for breaking a fast. Start slow. Your reaction or initial thought is going to be, I just didn't eat for 3 days. I deserve a pizza, a burger, pulled pork, everything. I want to eat all of it. Give me a gallon of milk. But your body needs to kind of ease back into it. So I like to break the fast in the morning, usually with a bone broth, warm up maybe some chicken or some beef bone broth, and drink that. You'll be surprised at how satisfying and satiating that is. Start with that, and while the urge for some people may be to eat an entire meal, just do that and chill for a couple hours. Then go for a high protein and some type of non-starchy carbohydrate. I usually just go for some chicken, maybe some beef, and a little bit of white rice. Again, after a 3-day fast, you're gonna find, man, this food really fills me up. Be careful for lunch, and then dinner, that's where you need to get disciplined. You'll feel normal. Hey, I'm back in action. I'm on the wagon. Everything's cool. But don't go out and order a pizza. You will mess up your gut. I've done it. Take it easy and just eat a modest meal. And then the following day, get back to training, get back to eating as normal. And you will go back into your eating plan and your eating program with a whole new thought process about food, and realizing that what I should actually be thinking about as an intermediate lifter when it comes to intake is, what was my output? Did I squat 5 by 5 today heavy? Yeah, I probably do need a bunch of chicken and rice and sweet potatoes and beef. Did I just sit on my butt all day and either skip my workout or it's an off day? I'm not saying you don't need to recover on off days, you do, but think about your output versus your input and tie those things together, because ultimately we want to make you an intuitive eater. Someone that eats, doesn't need to weigh and measure, doesn't need to count in calories, but is in tune with their body to know how much they need to eat to fuel what they just did. I know fasting can be a tough topic for people, but I do think it's a tool that's useful in your toolbox. Give it a try. Start with the article that I mentioned before and just, do an intermittent fast or skip breakfast, and then do a 1-day fast. And if you want to do a longer one, you can always get on a nutrition consult with me and I'll take you through that fast. I've done it with a lot of people and they've had good results. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.